there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Aaliyah and I'm a yoga instructor based in New York City. I use this channel to help spread free information about yoga. Specifically, I like to create short flows for beginners so that yoga can be more accessible to everybody. In today's video, I created a short flow for beginners to open up your heart center. Heart opening poses generally activate your heart chakra center. For a little background on what the chakras are, there's 7 points of energy along your spinal cord, and through different poses you can open up these energy centers to allow energy to flow in and out of those centers. I created this flow because during these times I feel like there could be a lot of heart center blockages, especially with most of us being quarantined and being on social media all day. All the issues in the world seem to be magnified, and it's really important to kind of reel it back in and work through anything that you're holding in your heart center so that you can be able to go through life without having to feel like there's a burden or chip on your shoulder. This flow is for beginners, and if there is a pose that might not be for beginners, I'll definitely let you know. Let's get on into it. Let's begin today's practice in child's pose. For child's pose, set your knees mat width apart. Reach towards the top of your mat with both hands, close your eyes, and rest your forehead onto your mat. Surrender to the hold of gravity, allowing your weight to spill onto the mat. Become super conscious of your breath, observing it go in and out through your nose. With each inhale, allow your chest to expand, belly to expand, maybe backside body expands. And as you exhale, allow the air to flow gently out just as it came in. With each inhale, set an intention for the inhale to be longer than the last one. And with each exhale, let it ripple out slower than you'd like it to go. Bring awareness back to the room, and then ripple the weight into your hands. Walk your left hand towards the left corner of the mat and your right hand towards the right corner of the mat. Set your chin onto the mat so that you're looking forward. Place your chest firmly on the mat and arch your lower back. This is called puppy pose. This pose is really great for any lower back pain, and using the strength of your chest and forearms, hold your weight up. Push yourself up into a tabletop position. Have your wrists aligned with your shoulders, knees aligned with your hips, and let's take some cat-cows. Inhale, look up to the ceiling, arch your spine, and as you exhale, look in towards your navel as you round your spine. With every inhale, you move. With every exhale, you move. Each time you inhale, ground through the heels of your palms as you look up towards the ceiling. Try and bring your chest forward as much as possible. And as you exhale, create a cave within yourself. Try and go as far in towards yourself as you can, pushing through your palms. You can flip your palms so that your fingertips face your knees, and if you want to take more circular motions here, you're allowed to do that. Do whatever feels good in your body right now. Return to a neutral tabletop position, and let's move into spinal alignment. Inhale, reach forward with your right arm as you send your left leg back. Remember to keep your toes flexed towards your shin. And as you exhale, bring left knee to right elbow. Look in towards your belly button. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach inwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lengthen through the tip of your fingers, through your toes, and then try and grab for your left foot with your right hand. Doesn't matter where you grab, as long as you're twisting, looking towards your foot, and arching your back. Let go of your foot slowly and return into a neutral tabletop position. Let's take that on the other side. Inhale, reach left hand forward this time as your right leg shoots out behind you, toes flexed towards shin. And as you exhale, bring your left elbow in towards your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Inhale, allow the energy to shoot out through your fingertips and toes. And as you exhale, consciously use your abdominal muscles to crunch yourself inwards. The next time you inhale, hold, and then reach for your right foot with your left hand. In this pose, you are doing both a back bend and a twist, so remember to look towards where your hand is reaching. If you fall out of it like I did, just join right back in. Remember to have fun with it. Let go of your foot and with control, come back to a neutral tabletop position. Curl your toes under, set your hips high, glue your heels to the mat, and come into downward facing dog. First, just feel out the V shape of downward facing dog by pedaling out your feet, giving a nice massage to your hamstrings and calves. Let's fix up the shape a little bit. Make sure that your hands are spread firmly apart. Your heels are glued to the mat with a slight bend in your knee. Inhale, raise right leg up into three-legged dog, toes flexed towards shin, and then come into flip dog. So for flip dog, straighten your left leg as your right knee remains bent and reach your right arm towards the left side of the room. Inhale, bring your right leg back into three-legged dog, and then come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, raise left leg into three-legged dog, toes flexed towards shin, and then flip your downward facing dog. Remember to lengthen through your right leg as you reach through your left side body. Bring your left leg back through three-legged dog, and then let's meet in downward facing dog. Bend your knees deeply, look up in between your hands, and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Let's meet in forward fold. In your forward fold, allow yourself to hang heavy. You can grab for opposite elbows, maybe interlace your fingers behind your neck. Whatever variation you choose in your forward fold, surrender all your weight to gravity so that you're not working actively here, but instead allowing all your muscles to relax. Inhale, come into a half lift, hands on shin or thighs, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, dive your arms up above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into high plank, and I'm going to hold you here for a minute. Make sure that your wrists are aligned with your shoulders, hips aligned with shoulders as well. Use your abdominal muscles to hold you up. Inhale, push away from the mat. Exhale, let your elbows graze your ribs for chaturanga as you lower halfway down. Inhale, come into upward facing dog, shins and knees hovering off the mat as your head looks up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Inhale, raise your right leg into three-legged dog, toes flexed towards shin, and then bring your right knee into your chest so that your right foot lands in between your hands. Prop yourself up onto your left leg, and then bring your left knee down. Make sure that your right knee is aligned with your right ankle. Inhale, come up into low lunge, and then go for a mini back bend for your crescent lunge. Prop up onto your left toes, and let's meet in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive your arms up above your head. Go for a mini back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up into three-legged dog, toes flexed towards shin. And as you exhale, bring your left knee in towards your chest so that your left foot lands in between your hands. Bring your right knee down to the mat, untuck your toes, come up into low lunge. Hold yourself here for a minute, and then look up and then back for your crescent lunge as you bend your left knee deeper. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame your left foot. Come up onto your right toes. Let's meet in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, dive your arms up above your head, go for a mini back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, dive your arms up above you once again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, show some love to your legs. Move back into a high plank, and then slowly lower yourself all the way down to the mat, slower than you'd like. If you need to shimmy yourself back a bit to make yourself comfortable, go ahead and do so. Place your chin onto the mat, hands by your sides so that your elbows come up like grasshopper legs. Bend your knees so that your feet face the ceiling, and then grab for the outside edges of your feet so that your fingertips all face each other. When you're ready, start to kick your legs up towards the ceiling as you look up towards the ceiling. Use the strength of your legs and arms to continue that traction between all muscle groups throughout your body. Allow your chest to feel open here. Slowly come back down as you release your feet to the ground. Bring your right ear towards the mat. Bend your knees and move your legs from side to side, creating windshield wiper motions. This time, look towards the right as you bring your left ear towards the mat, continuing those windshield wiper motions. This is good to release tension in your lower back, especially because we just completed a very deep back bend. Slowly come up into tabletop position and let's meet in child's pose. Knees mat width apart, arms reaching forward, forehead rested on the mat. Take a moment to reconnect with your heart, noticing how your breath might have changed since the beginning of your practice. Maybe noticing a different sense of awareness since the beginning of your practice. Come back into tabletop position. Let's meet in hero's pose. For hero's pose, close your eyes, bring your hands to heart center, rest your glutes on your heels. Try and sit up in an upright position so that you can have a straight spine. I'm going to offer 2 variations of camel pose. The first variation, remain in hero's pose, but bring your shoulders up towards your ears and down towards your back. Place your hands on your lower back where your jeans pocket would be, fingertips facing down. Look up towards the ceiling and towards the back of the room. This is the first variation of camel's pose that I'll offer to you. The second is the actual pose for camel pose. Stand up on both your knees and make sure that your knees are hip width distance apart. You can measure that by using 2 fists in between your knees. Place both your hands on your lower back once again, fingertips facing down. Begin to draw a line from the ceiling all the way to the back of the room. If you can start to see the back of the room, you can test your back bend by slowly walking your hands along your calves until you can reach for your heels. Make sure that your thumbs are on the outside of your feet while your fingertips are on the inside. This pose opens up your heart center, opens up your throat, and I would like to ask you to keep your eyes open during this pose. Slowly come out of the pose the same way that you came in, and let's meet in hero's pose. Eyes closed, hands to heart center, and notice your heart rate, your breath. Bring yourself back to your body. Swing your feet towards the right side of your body so that you can bring your feet out in front of you for seated forward fold. Flex your toes towards your shin. Try and go for a straight spine as you inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach for your feet. If you can't reach for your feet, that's fine. You can grab for ankles, shins, or maybe the back of the thigh, whatever feels good in your body. Use your bicep muscles to pull your torso closer to your thighs. Now let's round the spine, counteracting that deep back bend that we just did by bringing your forehead to your shins or knees. Slowly come out of the forward fold, 1 vertebrae at a time, into a seated position so that your head is the last thing to come up. Once you've come up into a seated position, lay down on your mat. Now, you can skip this pose if you'd like to. We're about to attempt wheel pose. It is definitely an advanced pose, so if you want, you can just rest on your mat. But if you'd like to try it, I'll guide you through it. Bring your hands towards your ears. Your fingertips should be facing your heels. First, ground through the heels of your feet as you push yourself up, both with your leg muscles and your arm muscles. To get a lift through your chest in wheel pose, keep thinking of your legs extending almost like you could get them straight. and then slowly come out of it the same way you came in. Immediately hug your knees in towards your chest to counteract on that back bend. Right now would be the perfect moment for you to give yourself a little loving care by massaging your leg muscles. Hug your knees so deeply that you can wrap both arms around your shins. Actively use your bicep muscles to pull your knees even closer in towards your chest as you look down the center line of your body. Place both hands on both of your knees and rotate your knees in a clockwise motion, giving your sacrum a massage. Particularly, you'll feel some type of massage in the back of your hip bones. Once you've completed about 3 or 4 circles, rotate your knees in a counterclockwise motion. Hug your knees in towards your chest once again, and then release your feet out so that you can lay down on your mat in Shavasana. Your heels are pointed towards each other while your toes are splayed in opposite directions. Palms face towards the ceiling. Eyes are closed here. Notice how this heart-opening sequence has affected you physically, emotionally, energetically. I'll offer you this short poem by Nina Heyen. A little bit of kindness can go a long way. A little bit of laughter can brighten a day. A little bit of hope can plant a new seed. A little more love is all that we need. Whatever you're feeling during these times is completely valid, and hopefully through this sequence you've released some pent-up energy that's been stuck in your heart center. Anything that you've been holding on to from before class, let it go. And as you lay there on your mat, notice how light you feel as your breath moves in and out through you. Feel a sense of ease and calm as you lay here with your eyes closed until you hear my voice again. Start to bring awareness back to the room by wiggling your fingertips, giving little wiggles to your toes, maybe circulating your ankles towards the left and right. Flutter your eyes open, roll over to your right side, and then use your left palm to push you up into a seated position. To end today's practice, let's end with 3 Oms and 3 Shantis. Inhale, dive your arms up above your head, collecting all the energy we've created in class. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes and connect with yourself within. You can repeat after me, or you can just listen. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me. If you found this video useful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you found a pose really helpful or difficult, let me know in the comments down below. I hope this flow allowed you to remove any blockages in your heart center and allow energy to flow more freely through your heart center. And as always, namaste.